teach him how to be a man.
I don't stop until I break a sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit him with finesse. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. I don't stop until I break. Ooh, ooh, wet. I keep dripping with finesse. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net.
You can't mess with purple and gold!
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Chris, here we come down the home stretch. This is where modern-day strength and conditioning programs, I think, really show their worth. What about you?
You think and you're right, Kevin. I agree with you. Sports science, I love it. It seems to evolve a little bit every day. And
for the first time, Greg, in his career, MP was named NBA Player of the Month.
And with all the talent in our league, Player of the Month is a really hard honor to earn. So enjoy it, MP.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And the shot's good from Mr. Fundamentals.
They said he was done. Beautiful pass by Melo, spotting the open.
And the basket by McCollum.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And he comes up with the deuce.
You know, you love how Melo commits to the play. I mean, he puts his head down and gets to the finish.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise. All right. Look who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker girls. Let's give them a big round.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's McCollum on the wing. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. Great D that time from James. To the paint. Anthony with the bucket.
How many times have we seen this movie? Carmelo gets the angle, puts the defender in a no-win situation.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. Coach knows going in that C.J. McCollum is going to get his points tonight. He explained you can't keep C.J. off the board. What we can do is make him work hard for their shots and settle for looks that aren't to his liking. The problem, of course, is that almost all shots are to his liking. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Driving to the basket. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 7 points.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
And C.J. McCollum graduating with a bachelor's in journalism. Something he's already putting to use covering the league.
He might be coming for our jobs, Greg, but you know, his intellect is something that serves him on the court as well. Studying the game and his opponents.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Good on the bucket.
We talked about it. Graham mixes up his moves. There, he finds the line.
Come to me.
On the wing, Monk. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Off target from three-point range. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge... 4 for 5 from the field to get things cracking.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony. Horton Tucker comes in for Davis. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Malik Monk.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. 107 left to play here in the first. Nance's screen on Westbrook. Here's Jones. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Driving the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. 11-point game his last outing. Now the pass to Alvarado. And there's the drive. Misses the layup. Lakers leading by 12. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 20 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Clock separated by 4. Jones, the pass to Alvarado. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Nance sets a screen for Jones. Nance trying to break loose. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and another basket for the Lakers.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
We all right? Come on.
Your Lakers, 28.
Block out that door.
Your Laker girls.
Los Angeles on top, leading by 17. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hey, D up on CJ.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Jones is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Ingram, and it's Murphy in at the power forward. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Jazz had quite a performance. He had 35 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Los Angeles on D, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. The second chance effort, and Ingram lays it in. Ingram's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you can't forget about Ingram's length. I mean, he's using it well to track down second chance opportunities.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
That's the end of the first half. For the score, your Lakers, 45.
Do this in the second half
He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
They've got Mr. Fundamentals. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. And there's Monk, and it's Davis in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. When you think about the skill needed to hit off-balance shots and with a hand in your face defensively, Chris, C.J. McCollum has got an awful lot in his bag of tricks, doesn't he?
The pull-up game is something he's been doing his whole life. Now he's doing it from long range too, and that's what's the scary thing, Kevin, for the rest of this league.
And the rejection by LeBron.
Oh, what a swat by LeBron, working hard to be all over the shit.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That's in there. Davis with the assist. That's 28 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
McCollum dishes to Graham. McCollum outside. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 18. Basket counts. McCollum's got 20 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Monk. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
McCollum passes to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Ingram. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Buries it down low. Mr. Fundamentals got 11 points here in just the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
McCollum finds Graham. And Chris, if you were playing today, which coach would you most want to play for?
There's so many great coaches in this league, Kevin. I would hope they had a template of letting their guys get out and go. I want to play in a fast-paced system. I want to play for a coach that played this game before. I want to play for a coach that really had that great attitude in the locker room, one that fostered chemistry. So many great coaches. I'm sure it's a lot of them that fit that criteria.
Now here's James. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And a miss there on the triple. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Showing some intensity there. I like how Davis attacks the offensive glass and comes up with second chance baskets.
Anthony against Murphy. Passes it to McCollum. They need this. And contact on the shot.
Anthony Davis. That's his first personal.
And Los Angeles guys shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Pelican 5 right now. Jones is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Murphy in at the 4 slot. Pass to Valanciunas. And Davis sends it back.
Davis outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Lewis checked in for the Pelicans. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the quick 3. And here are the Lakers. Bradley passes to James. Yep.
That's his
Amplified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Lakers.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
McCollum outside for three. That one doesn't go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and another three for the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's McCollum, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And he can score in a number of ways. I mean, he can burn you. He's an offensive powerhouse. Inside, outside, off the screen, off the curl, the pop back, the layup, the dunk, the three, you name it. He was ready to go tonight. I mean, he's made more plays than anyone else out there. No question about it.
And here is Ingram. And Lewis has it in the corner. No good from outside. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. It's Davis on the wing. And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Lewis kicks to Valanciunas. We always have some tweaks to the rules every season, Chris. What do you think the league should focus on now when it comes to the next changes?
You know, I would hope the league would address the boardroom. I hope they would address the ownership. I hope they would address management. Hopefully.
Great job. This is just the start, MP. On to bigger and better. Handle you, baby.
62. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting your team.
Andrew, I know you got something interesting for me. What's up?
When you're out on the court, how much are you relying on the sets you've run in practice, and how much is just pure improvisation?
Look, it all starts from those sets. You know, obviously we're reacting to the different looks that our opponents are throwing us, but the reason we practice is so we all react in the same way. Hey, T, look, one unit.
So would you say you're like a jazz musician out on the court?
I was wondering when you would bring something up other than basketball.
Hey, you know me.
Oh, that's a good analogy. You know, I mean, Miles Davis knew all the scales. And, you know, jazz groups, they got to practice that so they can have a foundation to improvise off of that. And, you know, with the team, it's the same way. We rehearse so that when it's time to perform, everybody can have their space and create without losing that collective sense of what's going on or what they're trying to do.
Okay, so if you're Miles Davis, who's John Coltrane?
I never said I was Miles Davis. You're trying to put words in my mouth, AT.
Just looking for a quote. Thanks,
hey, look,
MP.
No problem, man. Hey, everyone. Candace, why don't we start with you?
First of all, congrats. And what does it mean for you to win your first Player of the Month award after some of the doubts you faced coming into the league?
It means a lot. You know, it validates the work that I put in with this incredible group of players and coaches that managements have put together. And, you know, without these guys, I'm not sitting here talking to you. It's a cliche, but this really is a team award. If we went out there and stunk up the joint, nobody's giving me Player of the Month. So I want to thank everyone on the squad, and I'm looking forward to keeping this thing going, Candace. All right, no more questions? Thank you.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Well, for the teams that are playoff bound right now, what kind of mindset should they have as the regular season winds down?
You know, BA, you don't want to relax. You can't coast into the postseason. That can hurt you. You want to go into it full speed.
Now here's Jokic against Minnesota. He was really on his game. James against Porter. Pass to Barton. Jokic to screen. Just 5 to shoot. Barton attacking. And Davis with the block. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Inside. Barton with a steal. Now Porter.
Stay here.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just about 285 pounds. Jokic is a mountain. So you better really bump into him to disrupt his shot.
Time called here. Lawson.
Get ready for the pass.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise.
Shot selection. And we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. No good with the triple. He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
Knocks down the triple. 6 points for him.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside for Porter. From deep. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Mr. Fundamentals. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Not going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And there's the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
That line's there for a reason. You gotta keep the ball on the court, man.
For Denver, they've gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Jokic passes to Barton. Gordon outside. To the wing, right side. Jokic to screen. Here's Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And again, the Lakers, no good. The Nuggets trail. Lets the 3 fly. The Nuggets with another miss. From deep 3-point range, the long distance. Three is buried.
It's empowering to play with LeBron because if you get open, he will find you.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Barton outside. To the left wing. Jokic finds Porter. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. And here's Gordon from the arc. Rebound, the Lakers. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. To the inside. Here's Davis. Uses the glass on the layup.
The added strength helping Davis on these physical finishes. Great work from the big man.
And the Nuggets call time here.
If you drive it anywhere, then reset.
Listen up, y'all.
And your Laker girls.
Those offensive rebounds, that's the key. Generating points off those extra possessions.
And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Davis. Johnson comes in for Anthony. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for James. And it's Monk in for Westbrook. Pass to Cousins to halt the run. The Nuggets with another miss. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Cousins with a screen on Monk. Cousins with it. Fires the three. Monk grabs the miss. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Najee, good.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 15.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching on that one. Augustine.
Los Angeles ball. Now.
Yeah, baby, great! Keep up the good work!
Completely new group for the Lakers. Murray finds Jokic.
I got your help. Screen coming.
Morris for three. No luck on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. That'll be the first leg of just a two-game trip for them. We've got Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony out there with LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the point. That's the Laker 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Murray. 14 points for him last game against Minnesota. Pass to Jokic. Jokic with a screen on Anthony. Here's Gordon. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Make them feel, you guys! Awesome, D!
You can do it, MP.
Team foul.
That was good, MP.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. Denver has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second.
Well, you need at least 2 stars to win big. It sure helps when they fit together, as well as LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They complement each other perfectly.
Now here's Gordon. 14 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And LeBron said, when Anthony Davis came, we're running our offense through him.
NBA, LeBron's a man of his word. In their first season playing together, James assisted Anthony Davis on more baskets than he had done for any prior teammate, hand and glove.
Fast break. Here come the Lakers. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. 21 points in the game. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far.
Anthony Davis. That's the second personal foul. Second team foul.
Getting some points that way.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, we know this about Jamal Murray. He is not shy of letting that thing go. He said, quote, anyone that knows me knows this. I'm going to take the last shot. I've always believed that, envisioned that, dreamed that, and practiced that, and I'm going to make it. Guys, there's no denying that confidence.
Well, it serves him well, right, Allie? Thanks for that.
All 5 of the last bucket. They've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Barton. Up top, Gordon. And here's Jokic outside. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now here's Westbrook. And the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers. And I did a pretty good job.
Barton finds Jokic, shoots over Davis. And Davis with the block.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
T-shirt time.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Here's Porter. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota. Pass to Green. Cousins against Howard. And here's Porter. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets with another miss.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Johnson. Green covering. The shot by Johnson, no good. Denver has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Murray. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Murray's got 5 now.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
The drive by Murray. It's tipped.
Set up!
Up in time. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's...
Your Lakers, 41. The Nuggets, 12.
Y'all own the first half. Now let's double up.
More evenly in the second. Denver is shooting a tough 22% from the field so far.
Angeles foul. Number 7.
You guys gonna be calling those?
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
On the court for the Nuggets. On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Can't complete the lob. Outside Porter. Barton, the pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Anthony. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Gordon. You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Give him 30. He drops it from range. 33 points for him.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Barton finds Gordon.
Help him, mismatch.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot.
Slow down, ref. Let them play.
Yes, but ownership, or the governors if you prefer, as important as anything. They say the best write big checks and then get out of the way. You think it's that simple?
It's not, B.A. You can write a big check, and sometimes we've seen it doesn't work. I think it comes down to continuity, culture, passion, and everybody from ownership down to the players. If they're on the same page, usually you have success.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go, and they pick up 2.
The paint is truly AD's domain. He can just power through any opposition.
And Barton gets it to go.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and he jams it home with authority.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's creativity. That's making this engine run.
The unique passing skills of Jokic, just fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has a clean look at the basket. And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And Denver has possession. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. The shot's good. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, he's showing off that little sweet touch of his. I mean, Jokic knows he can take this shot whenever he wants.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Denver.
Way to go, MP.
All right. Look who's coming under the court. Get loud.
Try and...
Nuggets call.
Making a switch here. Green is checked in.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets, Jeff Green.
Jokic against James. Pass to Murray. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Anthony Davis is out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's Wesley Matthews. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. To the middle. Here's Murray. And the shot counts. He's fouled.
Number 17. That's his second personal foul.
Howard's checked in for Matthews. And the switch here also for Denver. Gordon's checked in. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
Another thing that jumps out to me is the big number of assists that they made over the course of this game.
And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. The Nuggets have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Gordon can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Driving to the basket.
Who's better to run the offense through? LeBron making it all look seamless.
Denver has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Down low. Here's Najee, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Pass to Najee from deep. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they're going to win this one, making this their 47th victory so far.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year, doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one, and the Lakers making a change here. Allen's checked in, and the Nuggets making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. Morris passes to Green. Here's Najee. The 3. No good.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Effort's been there. Check mark. The physicality. Check mark. They set the...
Hits yet again. Wow.
Once again, he hits the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance has tied him for 3rd most 50-point games in a season. He just keeps delivering.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. To the paint. Count count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, off on that one. So we see the Lakers.
Call me, yeah.
89. The Nuggets.
MP, you're the real deal,
62.
man. Hey, good
Thank
job,
you,
man.
everyone, for making it out to the game, and we hope you had a great time.
Go get that chip, MP. Go get it.
See you next time.
There we go. There we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is what you get when you come at the Warriors. Go get them, guys!
And it's the Warriors to start out. As we look ahead to the playoffs, Brent, what surprised you in your first postseason appearance going back to 1997?
I think the details, Kevin, really are the most incredible part of playoff basketball is how deep and how good you assess what it is the other team is bringing to the table. Their playbook then becomes something that you know quite well. You understand the matchups and the tendencies of your matchup, and that kind of level of detail is just incredibly impressive.
Johnson, the pass to Wiggins. Johnson with a screen on James. Here's Wiggins. Rebounded by the Lakers. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really, the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
A three, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Mr. Fundamentals.
What a find by LeBron James, setting up a great look that time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David.
The score close. Coach said, we know LeBron's going to get his, so we have to try to limit the production of everyone around him. That's a tall task, given Bron's elite playmaking ability. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Curry. And the jumper falls for him.
That's a good look from Clay right there. Just the court awareness, and that guy was wide open.
Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. You know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Great signs as Clay goes vertical that time.
Davis in the corner. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and Now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
They double-team Johnson. Wiggins kicks to Curry. Carries it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. They get it back. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
Thompson outside. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's Davis on the wing.
Hey, yo, right here,
From deep. No good for Mr. Fundamentals.
And this feels like it snowballs a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems for him to get it together.
And the Warriors with some changes. Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Johnson. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Klay Thompson. The Lakers also making some changes. Anthony's checked in for Anthony Davis. Horton Tucker comes in for Dwight Howard. And Monk's subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
From outside the arc, and that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Mr. Fundamentals.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Now here's Payton, out defending. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Payton. 11 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Out left of the wing. Launches a three. No good for Mr. Fundamentals.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's James, a beautiful reverse layup.
Once LeBron James gets in that deep, 2 points, easy.
Warriors leading by 10. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Curry, 2 free throws coming up.
Number 17. That's his first personal foul. First.
Of Curry, explain what you mean.
Well, Kevin, anytime that he's on the floor, when he crosses half court, all 5 defenders are paying attention to where Steph is. The more he moves, the more he shifts around, the incredible attention of all 5 defenders. And when guys make one misstep, or you have 2 defenders make one misstep to carry their way to where Steph Curry is, it opens up easier opportunities on any possession. That's what we're talking about when we speak on Steph's gravity.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Howard and AD play together down on the block. Russell Westbrook out there with Mr. Fundamentals, and it's LeBron at the small forward position. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Suns was outstanding. He had 42 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. LeBron passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Lets it go from deep. Wiseman with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Curry at the elbow. Back to Wiggins. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot.
Help him, mismatch.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's the 3. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Mr. Fundamentals.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Curry passes to Thompson. And it's Wiseman in the corner. 14 feet away. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Curry with the three. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, you couldn't answer back.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 15 points in the game. That one's not going to go. Johnson sets the screen for Wiggins. And Davis sends it back.
That reach is so dangerous. He uses it so well.
And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Johnson. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Thompson. And then for Los Angeles, Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Davis. Allen comes in for Dwight Howard. And Monk's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Warriors making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Kuminga sends a screen for Porter. And
Los Angeles foul. Carmelo Anthony. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
For you, defended, rebounded, spaced the floor, and he's unselfish.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Curry. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Monk. Over in the corner, Allen. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. No good for Mr. Fundamentals. Curry fires from way outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Anthony, the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Shoots the three, drills the three-pointer. Mr. Fundamentals got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles.
Wow, what a pass there.
Your Warriors, 39. The Lakers, 40.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Sharing the spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Wiseman's out there with Keldon Johnson, and it's Curry in at the one.
And Wiseman, that long frame and that left hand, able to whip that pass to his teammate.
And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges.
Warriors ball.
I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you.
A great way for a three-point shooter to keep the defense honest is to show them that you can knock down mid-range shots. Clay did that.
Westbrook passes to Mr. Fundamentals. From deep three-point range, and again, Los Angeles with a triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Now, here's Wiggins. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Cans it from short range. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Wiggins playing with a ruler as he measured that one up.
And amazing to even consider using a boxing one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his defense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree, and it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Curry passes to Wiggins.
Come to me, come to me.
Kicks it to Wiseman. On the wing, Thompson. 13 points in the game. 16 feet away. The Lakers with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. This quarter belongs to him.
Dig in, MP, let's go.
All right, fans, get up on your feet.
Sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. We'll see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron James is out there with Davis. It's Mr. Fundamentals. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Wiseman. On the way, Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Kuminga sends a screen for Payton. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson misses.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And he drives in, tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Westbrook's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity.
There are high school refs better than you guys. Way better.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Johnson's checked in for the Warriors. And Thompson sends it back.
Clay showing some signs that time of that prime-time defense he can bring.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Here he goes. And it goes down 2 points. Mr. Fundamentals got 40 points. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 13-point game. He kicks it to Wiseman. Thompson from long range. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a nice one.
Los Angeles calls timeout. It's T-shirt.
Curry. checked in for the Warriors. The Lakers also with a sub, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Talen Horton-Tucker. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Westbrook against Curry. Kicks it out to Wiggins. The three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Stolen by Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A three ball. And Wiggins is good for three. Wiggins has got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Passes it to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And so here is Golden State after the basket by Los Angeles. Wiggins against James, and Davis sends it back. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 43 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the layup is good.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent performance for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, it'll go down as their 48th win.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Fundamentals.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Bangs home the trifecta. Mr. Fundamentals got 48.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The tray. The rebound by Johnson. Now here's Curry. And so...
Let's go, let's go.
That's the end of the game.
That's the way we get it.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
they
coming out
can't
and supporting
stop
your
us.
team. Please take care to get home safely, and we'll see you at the next event.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yes, Naya. Cool na aya. Who am I? It's just the girl, them sugar. All right. Here I know. Whoa, na, na, na. Na, na. Oh, na, na, na.
Hi, welcome in. Bye, see you again soon.